So today I'm really excited to tell you all about the Rhinestone Setter Hot-Fix Applicator. And it's one of my new favorite tools. I absolutely love it, and you use it to put little hot-fix embellishments like little crystals or little rhinestones and studs and things like that on any kind of textile good that you want to decorate. And it comes with 7 different wand tips for different sizes. Like for example right here, these two are 3 millimeters, a smaller size crystal, and then I also have some 5 millimeter clear crystals, and the different sizes just gives you a different way to put accents and embellish your fabrics. And right here I'm really excited. I have the beginning of a quilted tote bag, and I used it because in this design there are little freestanding circles, and they are the perfect size for different crystals, either 5 millimeters or 3 millimeters what I had. And using the clear and a couple of the blue hues, I have decorated one side of the tote bag, and I'm going to show you how I did it using this one. And I have a little tip, and it's a little needle, and I will show you that. But here is the Hotfix wand applicator, and it turns on and off, a little simple switch at the top, and it lights up so you can see. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. I think so. So what you do is you turn it on and you let it sit for 2 minutes, and you make sure you have installed, and it's really easy to install these tips. You just screw it in, the appropriate size tip for your project. So it's good to have a little bowl to keep these in, and the wand itself comes with a little stand, so you don't have to worry about burning your table, but it's a good idea to protect whatever you're working on just in case this should fall off or something. You never know what could happen. But anyways, you let that heat up for 2 minutes, and a good extra tool to have when you're doing something like this is a good pair of crafting tweezers. And I love them, and you can just easily pick up your rhinestones and place them where you want while your tool heats up. And I'm just using a couple rhinestones in different colors, mainly clear. I love clear, my favorite. But I'm also going to use one of the blue from the multicolored packs. So just go ahead, and you can go ahead and place all of your crystals out. And sometimes these little crystals will jump away from you. Let's go to a different one. None of them want to be picked up today. And you can just go ahead and place them all where you want in advance. That way you can go through with the tool quickly and just set them in, because it only takes a couple seconds, 5 maybe 10-15 seconds. I almost said 30, not 30. It doesn't take very long for this glue, which is right on the back of these little crystals, and it's the darker gray part of the picture, and I'll make sure and show you that. And let's see, my wand should be just about heated up. I'm going to set a couple more. I'll choose some of these blue multicolored ones because they are just the right color. And then some of the larger circles in this design I'm going to save for some of the larger crystals. And I'll switch out the tip. Really easy. Sometimes it's easier just to push them in place with your fingers. Oops. Okay, so I know this tool is already heated up. I can feel the heat, and you want to make sure to keep your fingers away because this is a really hot thing. And you'll notice right in the middle of the tip is a little groove on either side, a little slot, and it's the perfect size for a little needle just to fit right in. And let me make sure you can see. You can slide the needle right in. And so what I like to do, because if you're going to be putting a couple crystals on, sometimes the glue from the crystals will work its way onto the tip, and you'll be pulling up the crystals when you're trying to fix them down. So this way you can hold the crystal in place with the pin as you pull away your heat source and make sure that it cools and sets in the right spot. Something really important. It's a quick fix, it's easy, and something that's not in the directions, but all you do is just go ahead, take your heat tool and set it right over, and in just a couple seconds you'll see the glue start to melt, and slide in your needle and hold it down. Pull off your tip. And I'll make sure and get you a really good close-up so you can see what I mean. But you see the glue start to bubble up. Ooh, perfect. Sometimes you can even pick up the crystals with the tool themselves and just place them down. Now I don't like to do that because I'm always worried that I'm going to start melting the glue too early, and I get a little scared. But I've already put I put 10 crystals on in just that short amount of time, and this is something that I also tell you not to do because these tips are very hot. But sometimes when you're crafting on the go, you need to change out your tips. And you can see how easy. Hot tip, make sure you put it somewhere where it's not going to hurt anyone. Let me just get a little something. Should have had that out in advance, but I didn't. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to the 5mm tip, and you can see, oh, I should make sure and tell you this, all the sizes are engraved right on the sides of the tip, so it's really easy, not searching around trying to match sizes to crystals. You just look on the side, screw it in, and let this heat up for about 2 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and put in our larger sized 5mm crystals. And something that's different about the 5mm crystals that I really like are they come on these little sheets, and all the crystals are stuck right on there, really easy to pick up, get at, and then the smaller ones are just in a bag because they're so loose and you get so many. But these, let's see, 49 pieces, 49 crystals, love that. So I'm just going to let that heat up and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes and my tool is all ready to use again, and sometimes it doesn't even take the 2 minutes for the tool to heat up all the way, but just to be safe I wait 2 minutes just to be sure. And one thing I noticed is the little pin trick that I showed you before is really only something I've needed to use for the 3mm crystals, because the 5mm crystals are big enough, they really just stick on their own. There's enough adhesives down there to stick them. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've already placed them right where I want, and they're still freestanding, they're still able to be moved around, so I want to make sure they're right where I want. But I'm just going to do the same thing, tool right underneath and on top, and the larger ones are easier to see the glue melt. It takes a little bit longer for these, but see, all set. And then go ahead and move down to your other flower or whatever you're embellishing, and I really use the rhinestones just as little decorations, just little accents. You can go crazy and really do a big design in crystals, but for me I just like to do little accents of crystals here and there. I think it makes, oops, there goes my stand. It makes a better impression on my eye than going crazy with crystals, even though I do love anything that sparkles. But then, you just turn your heat wand off and you're all done. It was that fast, it was that easy. And who knows what you'll create. So anyways, and I'll make sure and show you a picture of this tote bag as soon as I'm done with it. But this is the Hotfix Applicator wand, and I love it, and I think you will too.